So we good now? All right, so we're going to start over. James got the rewind.
Okay. Nobody heard it, so.
Yeah, we just fixed it, y'all. Y'all can hear me now, right? Before I do this rewind, we got to start from scratch. So, man, welcome to ATL Flag Football Podcast. Thursday night, man. We are back in the building. So we good now? Uh-oh. Yeah, we good now because I can hear myself. I thought I turned my volume down.
Right, Dwayne. You got the pictures?
Season 12, 5-Star Sports. Got my man, Mr. 5-Star himself next to me, man. Mr. James Reese. What's up, James? How you feeling, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, Lo? I am feeling blessed, exhausted, worn out, tired, but excited to be back once again for the men. It is season 12 for the men, and I'm not sure exactly. I have to go back and look and see which season it is for the women since they're back over here again.
We see.
But, you know, we're going into, Now, overall, next year will be the 10th year of 5-Star period.
Oh, wow.
From 2016. Next year will be our 10th year.
Wow.
But I'm glad to be back. You know, sometimes it's not work when you're doing what you love. Being in the school sometimes with the kids can be stressful.
Right.
And doing all of that. But, this off times can be fun.
Well, like I said a minute ago, man, when we weren't heard, man, time flies when you're having fun, man. So you in season 12 of 5-Star, you know what I mean? You must be having some fun. You got the pro champs, who was the odds-on favorite going into the season, and they finished the drill. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they didn't quite live up to Miko's expectations in terms of, the defensive prowess, but at the end of the day, it's all about who wins the ship, and they won the ship in a pretty big fashion.
They did.
They closed it out, and then you had my friends from United, man, who they told me at the bowling alley that I don't show them no love, James, but like I told them, I got nothing but love for y'all. Y'all just was lacking at the end, and I just felt like y'all should have already accomplished what y'all finally got. But I'm proud of them. I'm happy they finally finished the drill.
Mm-hmm. I told them
they got that ship.
Before the game, I said, listen, guys, I can't go back on the podcast and say that it's yours to lose again if you don't win this season. I think that I've said that enough. So if you don't win this season, then, I'm just going to refer to you at that point. But, they also went up against another team who had made so many strides, P&F, having, so that was two teams that were there that definitely you can say that, they both deserved it. They both was ready. So, it was a great championship Sunday.
It was. So you had a lot going on since then, man. We just finished the bowling tournament, which was a lot of fun. I'm glad you did it again.
So, after the first one, everybody was excited to repeat that one. So we ran it back, and surprisingly, I was totally surprised at the scores from this time because they were on average probably 70 points higher than before. Because last time we had some 200s and low 300s. It's only, I think, one, maybe two teams that broke 400. Whereas this tournament, every team broke 400 except for we had a team whose fourth player wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
But even if they had come in just bowled decent, they would have broken 400. But old Ralph over there from LOZ was just kicking butt and taking names. He
was in my lane, man.
He was like leaving no prisoners. And see, in the beginning, United had the lead.
They had to jump.
United
had to jump.
Like,
man. Yeah.
I thought it was theirs to win.
Yeah.
Again.
They came out the blocks.
And,
they came out the blocks running.
Moo was in my lane. And he was just like, spare strike. It was just running away with it. And then when I looked, Ivan was right behind him. So I thought, okay, they were going to win that. But then, Ralph just bowled so much that he kind of sort of, equaled out all them scores over there. So,
hey, man, that dude, man, when I say, like I said, he was in my lane, man. And when I say this dude, he had his all on the balls, you know what I mean? But he had one he sat on the table. He never put that in the machine. It sat on the table. So that was a spare ball. And I tell you, every time he went to that spare ball, man, I think all but one time he put it. I mean, and he converted 2 splits, 2 different splits. It was like, yeah, what is, you know what I mean? So
listen,
but I was still on him though, Dwayne. But he messed around and got 4 straight strikes, boy. He got 4 straight strikes to end it. So that boy got me, man. I had a 145. I think he what 170.
Ralph was the top bowler with 170.
170.
Ivan came in second with 147, and then you came in third with 145. And oddly enough, that's exactly how the team standings fell.
That's crazy.
LOZ was first, United was second, and you guys were third. So the top 3 scores,
something like that.
Actually, if you want to take it a step further, the top 4 highest scores were the top 4 finishes because Georgia Elite had the 4th highest score and Wayne, and they came in 4th place. So it was Dwayne, you came in, you was probably like 6th or 7th. You had a 133. You did pretty good.
Way better last time, no doubt about it.
Like I said, so
that makes all the difference in the world.
There were only 3 people in the whole tournament that didn't break 100.
Wow.
Only 3 people. And one of them, had they broke 100, their team probably would have been in first versus second, but I ain't going to call no names. But, so, yeah, that was a great, great, fun event.
Yeah, it was dope.
The lanes were oiled up. We had a good time.
Yeah, they were definitely better.
But it was a whole lot of people that bought their own personal. So let me if we do that again, let me know, because I had paid for all those shoes. For half the people didn't even use them because they had their own. And had we known, the prices could have went down a few dollars. But great event.
Yeah.
We're going to have to come back to it later. We want to do something again in the spring. We're trying to think if we're going to go new or if we're going to go see what the survey says. So we'll know come the spring.
Right.
But, now I was a little disappointed that the ladies didn't sign up. I thought they were, because they all said they were interested, but they didn't participate. So, because I would have liked to see, them out there having fun.
Cool. Yeah, that'd been cool.
But next time, hopefully.
Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Can't you just wait and pay for the shoes once everyone shows up?
No. When you do a contract, you have to pay for everything in advance. LOZ won. Yeah. Now, but if you tell me,
if JB would have showed up, boy, we would have got that one.
Now, if y'all tell me that you don't require shoes, then I don't have to pay for them. But and I didn't pay for. I think I took off like 6 pair because I knew some people, but I mean, literally, I think half the people didn't have shoes.
There was a lot of them had their own shoes. I think my whole lane, everybody had their own shoes.
But in the end of the day, it's all good. We had fun.
It was a lot of fun, man. There's some good bowlers out there, man. Like I said, my lane was jumping. I think the lowest score in our lane was like 130 or something like that. Our lane was jumping. So we had some real competition going on. Everybody was. What's funny about the bowling thing is that the first 2, 3 frames, everybody kind of cheering for each other, dapping each other up. When you get about the 7, 8.
So listen.
Hey, ain't no more cheering. Hey, it get real, bro. My lane 7, bro, frame 7, 8. Everybody like, ooh, hey, you don't want, you start hearing all the trash talk. Yeah, that was funny.
So the last time we did it, I was goofing around because, I was all over the place.
Right.
And then I came back towards the last couple of frames. I was like, oh, crap. I'm not about to win this lane. So I had to turn it up real quick. And I came back and won my lane. And so this time, the same thing was happening. I wasn't paying attention. And then I looked up, I was in fifth place. I was like, wait a minute. So, I had to start scrambling, but I ended up came in second place in my lane. So I didn't win my lane. No, third place. But like you said, we were just having fun all in the beginning. But then when it started getting that crunch time, people started like, yeah, whatever.
Get serious then.
I was front running, so I was cheering for everybody.
Yeah, but the lowest one in your lane was 101. That was said. That was said. But again, it was some
We had what Cowboy. I mean, Coley. What was funny was when we was practicing, Coley was going crazy. Coley he ended up finishing second, but he bowled like shit.
Really?
He bowled like shit compared to what he was.
Well, he practicing on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I won up the first, but that was a lot of fun though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. And I mixed up. One of the players asked me, say, Jace, how come you mix the lanes up versus putting it on teams? I was like, because I wanted people to be able to interact with other people.
Absolutely.
Aside from, they see their teammates all the time, and I wanted people to interact so that they could, kind of.
That's cool.
And it really was, it was great. Everybody was having fun in their own lanes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's cool.
It turned out exactly how it's supposed to have been, so.
Everything except was us not winning, but yeah, I guess.
Or maybe make them pay for their own shoes. Again, that's that. When you do the contract, Billy, you got to pay for everything up front. What you go pay for, you pay for it up front. So, but if people just tell me they don't need shoes, then we don't have to pay for it.
The amount, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So. Let's see.
So, we ran a little late tonight. We had another show before this one, fella. That's the only reason why we're late, but we're not going to make a habit of this. But, so you want to just jump in? The only thing I had to talk about was the shooting, so there's nothing else for me to talk about. So I didn't know if you want to comment on this.
Which shooting?
Charlie.
The unimportant shooting.
Yeah.
Not the shooting with the kids, unfortunately.
What shooting with the kids?
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Colorado had another school shooting. Yeah, same day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, same day. A 16-year-old. And this one was bad.
Mass shooting?
Yes, because this one was emptying the clip and reloading shooting.
How many kids got killed?
I didn't catch the number of kids.
In Colorado again?
In Colorado again.
Sheesh.
And
I didn't know that.
And what you think? What race you think he might have been?
That's automatic.
Oh, okay. Because let somebody else tell it. Certain group is always the problem. And they gonna grow up to be problems. But
that what they say.
But I just feel sorry for them. And then we can still talk about that. But these are minor situations. You heard about the stabbing on the train?
I saw that, man.
Crazy, right?
I saw that, man. That's
crazy.
That's terrible. Did she even know the lady?
Wait a minute, the lady? Which one you talking about? Because it was a man on the one I'm talking about.
That stabbed the lady.
Uh-huh. Oh, you said, did she know the lady? I thought you were talking about the man, right?
I thought it was a lady that stabbed the other lady from behind.
No, this was the one that was on the train with it.
It was on the train.
The dude with the dreads. He stabbed the young white girl.
Yeah, okay, that was a dude?
Yeah, that was a guy.
I thought it was a female.
No.
That's what I'm talking about, though, yeah.
He claimed in the audio, as you hear him talking, he said she called me a nigger. But that would have had to been last week because as you see the video, she ain't say nothing to that man. She just got up there and that was it. And then he just reached around and bam.
And it was like she didn't know she was
didn't know it until after a second when she felt the blood.
Yeah,
she had no clue.
She was just stunned. Then she started crying.
Uh-huh.
The person behind her was like leaning over, like, what just happened?
Uh-huh. And
that's terrible.
That just goes to really, really makes me disappointed in society because when he walked away, nobody went to help her. Nobody helped her until he got off the train.
But did they know what happened?
The ones that were sitting right there saw it.
Okay.
The ones right beside her
the guy
saw
from
it.
behind kind of leaned over as if he was uncertain of what happened. You know what I mean? But
it
people
was
not gonna too much help, man. Nobody want to get that.
It's crazy
because he might have stabbed them too. That's
But he had walked on. He walked to the front and was like, "Yeah, she back there leaking. She leaking, and she bleeding." That he was sick because the train audio started. They played some of the audio. He was like, "Yeah, I stabbed her. She back there bleeding. And then right before he got off the train, he said, "Yeah, I did it because she called me a nigger." But I mean, that had to be mentally because if you watch her, she didn't really say anything. But that was crazy.
Unless it happened prior to them showing the video.
Well, no, because it showed her getting on the train, sitting down.
Okay, so
right in front of him.
The only thing I saw was him coming behind her and stabbing her. That's all I saw.
The video showed she got on the train and went and sat down. Okay. And then, he was sitting already on the train. And she sat down in front of him. And then, a few seconds later, he just reached around, bam, and got up and kept it moving. So, crazy. But
that's terrible.
It's so sad and heartbreaking that Charlie lost his life. Oh, my God. It's such a sad, sad, sad thing.
What's interesting about that, is the timing of the shot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was intentional, but just how he was, because he was about to do that, it happens in the black community, gang violence stuff. He was about to have that commentary again.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he said it.
So my friend, when I was on the way here, she said there were some people analyzing the video and said there were the two people that were behind him looked as if they possibly could have been given signals of okay, now. So I would have to go back. And
they would have to be some bold people because one guy had his phone. The one I know the one guy behind him was recording. Showing the crowd type recording. And the other guy was obviously security because he had the earbud in. I saw the earbud coming down, and he was kind of stretching his arms out and standing behind him. So if you had to have mad confidence in the shooter if that was stayed. I mean, if they intentional. Because he was literally right behind them.
Whoever that shooter was 100% professional.
Pure point accuracy.
But so I found out.
Shot him at the neck.
I knew you was getting ready to say that, but found out today he did not shoot him in the neck. He shot him in the chest. He had on a bulletproof vest, and the bullet ricocheted and went into his neck.
Are you serious?
Yes, they released that today.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And they got somebody in custody. I saw that tonight. I don't know who it is, but
that's interesting.
But that was.
I wanna. That's interesting. I like to know how true that story is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and try to see if I can slow it down as well because the shot seemed like it was as he said it, but you'll be able to tell it was a ricochet. Cause a ricochet, I guess it's possible, but. Because where it hit him in the neck, bro, was right there in the artery. I mean, it was right dead in the artery. Because if you want to kill somebody, that's where you shoot him at.
Well, you could have shot him right here.
Yeah, but you're still talking about the hardest part of your head. That means the right bullet, yes, you're right. But in the artery, you can get shot right here in the emergency room, and they have a hard time keeping you alive. You'd already be in the emergency room. Right there? Man, that blood came...
It was gushing. They opened him up, and they were carrying him like, ain't no need to be special. It's over. But
what he said, gun violence is just a part of it. So, well, that's what he said out of his own mouth. You know what I mean? He supported it. You know what I mean? Hey, it's just a part of it. Okay, you're. It's like you're right, sir. Georgia Vibe women flag say you can see his shirt jump. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that then.
Yeah, it's a bunch of articles and stuff about that right now. They talk about it.
Bounced off the bulletproof vest. Yes, I gotta look at it.
I saw what y'all said too.
Yeah, I gotta see it. That's interesting. I didn't hear that dialogue because I ain't actually seen it.
And so what about
in 2 days? But
I thought that flags flying half mast were for people that were doing a service and special people, not just ignorant people that were your friends.
Well, he's already proven that that's not the case, and he didn't fly half mast for people who it should have been flown for. So, that you know what that is, man. You know what it is. You know who he is.
Yeah.
But this guy was not an American hero. And I don't wish death. You know what I mean? That junk. I don't. You know what I mean? But let's not.
I don't wish death on anybody.
Let's not act like he was an American hero though.
But
he was not a hero to anyone.
I can't. When God says it's time to come home, I can't argue with him.
Can't argue with God.
If he needs you home, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
No.
It was just interesting. The Reddit. It was just, like I said, the timing to me was just like wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like wow. But I didn't think somebody got caught. I was talking about that earlier today before I found out that they didn't really catch the shooter. Because initially they said they caught the shooter. The initial report was the shooter's already in custody. And I was like, how could somebody? Old white guy who said I'll do it again. And I'm like, how could you catch somebody unless you got the Secret Service?
I think the first person, because I saw somewhere they said they had somebody and they let him go.
Yeah.
But tonight I saw that they had somebody in custody. So now it could have been an older report, but I thought it was a more recent one where they said
their first report said when it first happened, they said in custody because I was watching General Hospital at the time. And they broke in.
Yeah, that person they questioned him and let him go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but they said it. I said they caught him though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying my first thought was, how could you catch somebody from 200 yards away that fast unless you had secret? You know what I mean? You had to have some real, surveillance. I don't think you're gonna have that kind of surveillance to catch somebody from 200 yards away. You catch them that fast.
I mean, if you know it's happening.
Yeah.
If you know it's happening.
That's about the only way that could have happened.
Because somebody did lead to the thing was like, oh, well, maybe he's trying to get something going so that he can do a little bit more than what he currently is able to do. Trump. If he can cause an uproar. Because it didn't work when they tried to shoot
Billy,
him.
I said General Hospital. I sure did. I got no man. I'm so confident who I am. I don't worry about that. Yeah, General Hospital. I've been watching that jump for 30
Luke and
plus
Laura
years.
made a special appearance.
Hey, man, I've been watching that jump, man, my whole life, man. Sure, I ain't gonna stop now.
So listen, guys.
The soap opera. Don't you understand that stuff that y'all watch at nighttime are still soap opera? It's called nighttime soap opera.
That's it.
So let's not get this confused. This just have to be a daytime soap opera. You know what I mean?
That's it.
But it's the same stuff. Bunch of people sleeping together. This and that. You know what I mean? It's the same stuff you watch at night. But people try to get that junk confused. Okay, whatever.
So let me ask you this then. How come the daytime stares be so much more dramatic? Angelo. And then they just hold the camera there like, okay, the scene is over.
Nah, you're right. They do that now. That's facts. That's facts.
It'd be so hilarious.
Yeah, they do that. You're right about that.
But on a serious note, people,
it's older than 40, Billy. That junk like 60 years old. The General Hospital came out. It was black and white.
It's the only one still.
It's the longest running daytime soap opera.
What is it older than Y&R? But they're the two oldest at this point, yes. Because I remember when it used to be the ambulance flashing, running across down the street with the hospital in the background. But so I went to the post office today to renew my P.O. box because it had expired and I didn't know it. And so they asked me for 2 forms of ID. So I gave them my driver's license, and then they said, well, you need a second form. So I was looking through my phone because I thought I had a copy of my lease. It was like, oh, no, just go to your voter registration card. We can use that. So I log into the site to go get my voter registration card, and I showed it to him. And then I look, and there's a message in there telling me that my voter registration had been marked expired and inactive since June. And I'm like, what?
Is that right?
Said that there's a piece of mail that was returned, so now we've marked you inactive.
Wow.
And do you remember back when they were going through doing all that?
Pulling rolls.
And I'm like, I've never had any mail return. I get all my mail from my voters. I vote all the time. So now tomorrow I have to go in and fix that. And so I say that to say, people, pay attention. Right. Check your voter registration, because I would have, had they not asked for that as a second form of ID, I would have never looked at it. And lo and behold, I could have ended up being
Being ineligible to vote.
ineligible to vote.
That's crazy.
And they secretly did this.
But you know what's crazy is just for you to say that. You hear these stories, but to actually talk to somebody that's actually, because you see it, they talk about it all the time, people still get pulled, but you actually happen to. That's wild.
And I've been living, where I live at now I've been registered in there for like 16 years.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
I vote consistently, and so like for me all of a sudden to randomly be inactive.
That's crazy.
And so I was just like,
that's interesting, man. Here's somebody actually, because you hear the reports all the time, people getting pulled. That's really interesting. Mm-hmm. Billy said, watch Guiding Light. Guiding Light ain't been on in years, Billy.
Man.
they killed that a long time
that
ago.
light been stopped guiding people.
but that's funny, though. That's the only one I got now, man. All the other ones are gone. I used to watch One Life to Live and all my children. They all gone now. So the only one I got left is GH. Thank you very much. He said, because their acting is worse. That's why they do the long pauses. But now, if you look at a lot of these, some of your best actors now, they all started from these same soap operas now. That's where
not only actors, look at some of the top performers.
Yeah.
People don't remember Usher was on Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah, sure was.
And he was on the Bold and the Beautiful.
It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of them that start off there. So don't hate. But anyway, Dallas. Dallas was a nighttime soap opera. Here's my point. But that was a nighttime soap opera. But it was still a soap
One
opera.
of the two biggest, Dallas and Dynasty.
Yeah.
They were the two biggest.
Yeah. It's the reality of it. So, that's why, I don't care what people think.
Everybody.
Anyway, so James, man, season 12, 5-Star Sports, week 1, on the way. Talk to us.
So
You got a lot going on with Fields and all this good stuff.
Let's dive right into that. So from everybody knows we've always played at APS since I've been doing this. Well, no, not always. We started out at Lithia, but then we came down we've played at schools. Let me say that. So with it being the fall season and being football season, field space tightens up. But now, in addition to that, a lot of the all of the schools are eventually going to be remodeled. The fields are going to get concession buildings, bathrooms, and bleachers. And, so this was another issue that we've ran into this year. I found out yesterday that we had lost Thurl. I was like, well, that's news to me. I know we can't go back this season because they're installing bleachers and it's not open, but I didn't know we lost it. Last I checked, we're going right back in the spring. That'll be our second home permanently, as long as people act right. So no, we did not lose Thurl. It's just being closed because Thurl is one of the schools being renovated right now. A few other schools are being renovated as well too. That's what took so long because they weren't sure whether they were going to do it or not. So we did get Booker T. Washington as the second location, but it was a question mark beside that because of all. Wait,
Long time ago, JT. Wow. At least 2 years.
Hey, longer than that. Yeah, especially with all my children. But for some strange reason, Washington's football team wants to practice on Sundays.
Oh, for real?
No other school anywhere practices on Sundays.
Yeah, really.
But
they played Friday night.
Yeah. So now their football team are going to be practicing on Sundays. So he reached out to me and told me that we have to be off the field by 2:00 in the afternoon, which then when I went back and looked at the schedule, that severely impacted how many games we could play over there because we were definitely going to be going way past that. So he told me that on Tuesday. And so we were going back and forth trying to figure out if there was a way to, fix it or if they could come later or whatever. But this morning, we had the final conversation. So I had to send him an updated version of a schedule that would end at 2:00. And then they gave the green light, send it up the ladder. And so as you saw in the captain's chat, it said 90% because there's still a couple of signatures. but the signatures from the important people that did really determine it have been signed. So it was good enough to go ahead and move forward with it. So the guys will be at Carver and Booker T this season. And then as far as the ladies, I should have an answer tomorrow. Again, I've been up there 3 times this week, talking, and, I can't, it's only so much I can do, because I've learned that when you press too hard, it's just a no because they don't want to deal with it. So I have to be patient and careful. And then I can't go to the emergency plan because that'll be, once, you pay for that, that's over. Ain't no getting no money back. So, but I'd rather be where we're going to. So tomorrow, the ladies will have an answer of where they're going to be at for the first 3 weeks of the season, 3 or 4. The second half of the lady season should be at Doug High School. I feel comfortable enough in the conversations with them that I can go ahead and put that out there. But the first 3, again, it's because of field space and new construction and availability. So the first half of the women will be announced tomorrow, but the second half should be at Doug High School because we've already been working on that. And for me, I'm very guarded with information because once you say something in this league, people go spread it, and then if you have to change it, but you told me this, so I don't say nothing until I'm almost comfortable that it's that way. And if anything changes at that point, then the captains will see the screenshots of the change from the people that said it so that, the naysayers and the haters can't go around saying what they're going to say. And, the season don't start till Sunday. So if you feel like you need to hit the highway, let me know. I can give you some gas money. But, I just, because haters go hate for no reason. But it is what it is, I've always, tried to be upfront and transparent with everybody, with everything I do, especially with the captains. I tell when I got them 86 phone calls, I say, hey, talk to your captains. We've already addressed that with them. Some of them may still be at work, and they'll tell you the issue late. Because I addressed, as soon as I got the field, I told y'all, hey, listen, I'm going to put it in here. I did it to y'all first, and when I get more information, I give it to y'all. So I always talk to the captains first, and then the captains can disseminate the information. And as the men, when they start getting those updates with the fields, it's because I make sure that the system alerts them so that they'll know, which is always why I ask teams, don't screenshot and post. Just send your flares to the website, because if something changes and you screenshot it, they're not going to go back and look at anything. But so with that being said, as I said in the post to the captains earlier today, several of the teams will go back and forth between the 2 fields. Luckily, they're only 10 minutes apart, and there'll be an extra game gap in some of the games. But that's just because the bulk of the teams are going to be playing at one field. And now, come spring season, our other fields are open back up. We'll be fine. We've already talked about that. We've already got the agreement. Actually, we still got the locks chain still on the gates because we know we're going back, so we'll be able to get in. But that's what's going on with the field situation. Unfortunately, I have to pay for these fields, and we have to negotiate these processes. So it takes a little bit longer than what people think. I'm not just sitting at home complaining about Dak Prescott all day. In between my real work, I deal with that. So that's the update we have right now. But anticipation, so with that being said, we've had to adjust the schedules, but we'll go ahead and go to our first group of matchups. Since we have less games at Washington, we'll start over there. So,
pick them as you read them, or just read them out. What we're doing?
We can pick them as we read them. While I'm pulling that up, if anybody had any questions about any of the things I just said with the fields, that might not have been clarified, please post them in the chat, and then I can attempt to answer them if you're not being ignorant. So, okay, here we go. Home opener.
So as you dig into this schedule, tell us how many teams we have going into the season. How many did I guess lose for lack of better words, and explain the one league thing. So
this season we have 15 teams coming into the season. A couple of teams are on hiatus this season. As you know, PNF is one of the teams. And I really, really was a little disappointed. But, they don't play every season. They had a lot of conflicting schedules in the fall because a lot of them coach and things like that. But I was really disappointed that they were out because I felt like that momentum was right there for them, and I felt like this could have been the season. But they'll be back for Havoc, so they'll be back on Havoc. It's easier for them to do one weekend than a bunch. And then Raiders also was another team that's taken a hiatus this season because the other league that they play in kicks off the same day, and their people, they just felt like they just didn't want to split and be putting together a team when they felt they were talented enough to, win it all. So they just decided they'll take this season off and be back for the tournaments and then in the spring season. Goon Squad, sat out again this season. And then 1, 2, 3. And then DOA decided to sit out this season and regroup. And I suspect they'll be back in the spring. And then 1-19, I think, people had to regroup from that. I just think that
technically not really on. We'll give him the one.
It's on the record.
It's on the record.
But I think that was just like,
dang, Huncho got the first shot fired for the season. He said, "Nah, the Raiders just been sucking." Huncho, there was a trivia question. Who threw the first jab for the season? 12. It's you, Huncho. You threw the first one.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
So yeah, so
but all those teams you named, all teams that don't travel to nationals anyway, correct?
No. Raiders travel to national.
As Raiders?
As Raider.
Do it?
DOA travels to nationals.
Okay. It's a heck of a time to take off the season.
PNF is one that I can't remember. I don't know if they went last year or not. I know for a fact TYB don't travel. And then who was the 15 I just said?
You said PNF.
PNF,
Goon
Raiders.
Squad.
Oh, and Goon Squad. I don't think they've been recently.
They traveled for?
I think they've been to nationals. But I don't know. But I know for a fact Raiders and DOA.
Okay.
Are, so yeah, so that's why I was saying, so that's why I believe they're gonna come back with both PNF and Raiders have said they're gonna be in both Havoc and Christmas Cash. So to get that rep in. So that left us with 15 teams this season because we regained 4 Outlaws. They're back, coming to cause havoc and wreck shop and put people on notice that, I think this will be their 4th one if everything goes according to their plans. So with that being said, when we had the captain's meeting and there was the sign-ups, in the initial wave, 12 of the 15 teams signed up for pro. So that only left 3 teams in that comp. And I'm like, well, that's really not a comp division. But then they was always like, hey, we don't mind playing pro. We here for it. Cause one of the teams they was about to sign up from pro, and I was like, man, come on now. And it was so we ended up with one division. So therefore,
12 of the 15 signed up for pro.
12 of the 15 came in the gate signing up for pro, and so at that point,
I like it.
but the other 3 was like, well, we ain't scared. We'll do it.
What are they gonna say?
Well.
They better say that.
Well, no, because 2 of the 3 that were left wanted to do pro, but so, and I don't think that the 15th one, I don't think they would have, they didn't run from the challenge,
Respect.
So
Respect.
they was like, hey, so and this is something people have been talking about for a while. One league. I don't think we're not going to stick like this. I'm pretty sure when all the other teams come back, we'll have enough teams at that point to go back to the 2 divisions because I still think it helps them in the long run. But for this season, we have one league, one big league, and for the most part, we've spread out the matchups so that everybody plays some form of everybody. We still made it to where the top teams are playing the top teams, and then the pro team, the comp teams were playing each other, and then we sprinkled it in, how it's supposed to be, and so I think everybody has a good balance.
But everybody in their particular division, how you have it broken up, will play each other, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. You play everybody in your division. So we have the Brawl division and we have the Havoc division. You're going to play those teams, and then we'll cross over with the other ones. How that works for playoffs is the top 2 teams from each division automatically advance. Then
That's overall record.
The overall record, yes. So the number 1 and 2 seed in each division will advance. After that, we'll take the remaining 11 teams and seed them according to record. And then the overall record. And then the next 5 teams will advance. So we're going to take 9 teams to the playoffs. I did go ahead and decide to take 9. And then
number 1 seed gets the first round bye.
And then once we seed once we get our 9, then we're going to go back and reseed top to bottom.
Gotcha.
For best record down to the worst record.
Gotcha.
And that way, I think we get a fair balance of because what I don't want to do is end up in a situation, because I've seen it happen at nationals like that, and I think it's stupid. Is a team with a losing record get in over a team with a winning record because they're a pool, and I just think that's silly. So I wanted to make sure we have got the best 9 teams in there. I gave that extra team just so, technically speaking, the 1 seed could get that bye because I feel like you should earn it. And so that's how that's gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, and so.
I wanted to get that explanation there. So how?
Oh no, always, because again, some people, may not have known that, something like that. And so, again, I posted the actual playoff schedule already. That won't change because we still don't need but 1 field for that. So you can look at, the times and the seeds, what time the seeds play. You might not know who they're going to be the seed, but you can at least see the times and the dates for that for the men. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
So the first game we'll open up with at 8 o'clock at Washington High School will be a classic battle. It used to be I'm not going to say used to be. It's still a rivalry, but it's starting to become one-sided. After it's intense when it's in the beginning, but after you lose too many times, then, it's kind of no longer really the rivalry it once used to be, but it's still a rivalry in my book. So we got Outsiders hosting Rare Form.
Okay.
Both teams are coming off, Outsiders coming off a pretty good season. Definitely think that they I believe they felt like they left something on the table where they could have, won it. Didn't you guys face them in the playoffs?
Yeah, they lost to them. They lost to that doggone. What was that movie? When you only what's that movie, man? With the Warriors only had 300. Yeah, they lost 300. We played 300 football last season. They lost that 300 squad. Them old guys, 9 deep.
And then you got Rare Form, who's looking to, bounce back and get back to what they feel like they can be. They've retooled. They've got some new pieces added to the mix.
So all the 5 teams sitting out, I'm sure everybody did. 5 teams, that's a lot of players out there.
Yeah,
boy.
when I looked at it, there were 123 free agents available.
God, dog.
So I don't. Nobody should be limping up in the season with 18 people this season. Nobody. Even if you just grab
18.
I said nobody should be coming into the season with 18 people on their roster.
Oh,
When you had 123 free agents. I mean, at least if you're putting them out there to run on special teams, Lo. I ain't saying they got to be your starting cornerback or your starting wide receiver.
problem is they got to understand that though. That's
Well, you had that conversation in the beginning. Either you're gonna be on the streets or you're gonna be returning his punts.
I wouldn't mind. I'd take an 18-man roster easy in the season play. I would.
But well, I said they don't have to.
No,
they can choose to, but they don't have to.
I understand.
So we'll open up with you, Angelo. Who you got in that first?
I got Outsiders over Rare Form.
You got Outsiders over Rare Form. Why?
Billy already picked Outsiders as well. I mean, Outsiders are a dangerous team. Ultra talented all across the board. They added the dynamic of the second quarterback. Basically more of a threat. Mm-hmm. So I just think they're more explosive offensively. In Rare Form, typically has struggled offensively. So,
without being, feeling like shots are being taken, that's very accurate, and that's something that I've, mentioned to them before, if you can increase that offense, it'll balance out that defense, and you could add at least 2 to 3 more wins, would put you in a different situation. So, but I think they feel that they've addressed that in the offseason with their acquisition. So, Dwayne, you said you were going with Rare Form? Oh, okay. Rare Form. Sometimes you like to go against the grain. That's what But this ain't the game. Okay. Okay.
They can keep him around. And it's an early season matchup. And it's early, so I don't know who's going to show up.
Well,
we know Outside gonna show
but
up.
for both these I know, but these two teams both love early games. Yeah. They always request early games.
Outside gonna show up regardless.
So they're gonna be both of those.
They're
teams
gonna be 25, 30 deep regardless. One thing about them jokers, they showing up.
Okay, so our 9:05 matchup features Georgia Elite hosting the Outsiders with Montel.
I see your text message, Billy. He gonna be all right.
Now, let's see. Who do you like on this one? Billy, I just put it out, Billy. Billy's the Outsiders already.
That's his first. That was the first one, though.
You sure?
On mine, I only see it one time.
Oh, okay.
What's the matchup again?
Okay, Billy got GE.
Oh, Outside versus GE?
Uh-huh. I don't remember.
The question is it going to be the Georgia Elite that started last season or the Georgia Elite that came on strong last season?
I think it's. I would think it's gonna be what you saw at the end because I think what happened, remember they lost a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And so people came in probably doubting what they had. And then it was like, wait a minute, we actually really are still good. And then so they started playing to what they were. Now I know they were missing their kicker for most of the season last year. You can relate to missed kickers. But
Can I?
But so he'll be there, you know, for the majority of the season now, unless something strange happens. And so, you know, so yeah. So Dwayne, Outsiders or Georgia Elite?
Say it with your chest now. Sound doubtful.
Dwayne's picking Georgia Elite. Okay.
Just because I think it's just gonna be some parity.
Okay. Angelo?
So both of them going Georgia Elite. So I'm gonna get it started early with the cross game. I'm going Outsiders.
Huh.
I'm going Outsiders.
Okay. Well, that's already gonna be an advantage for somebody.
Yep.
Either you're gonna be behind or they're gonna be behind.
Yep.
Okay. Now, after they've rested from the results of the first game, you know, their rare form will be ready to see what they're really made of.
Okay.
And they'll host that 10 game. They'll be hosting New Jack.
So where to start the season? They got two explosive teams. Now, the question with New Jack is whether or not, you know, they come in fully loaded early because, you know, they like to.
Or if that captain go be there, that's gonna just say forfeit.
Yeah, they like to tinker around early on. So, but you know, it's gonna be New Jack until you prove them wrong. Billy got New Jack as well.
Dwayne, you
Dwayne
said New Jack.
with the trifecta.
So basically, y'all are saying outside rare form is going 0-2 to start the season.
Gonna be rough.
So does that mean you've already eliminated them from the playoffs?
No.
So you think at 0-2 they can come back and make the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're taking on their first two games. They
They got the hard people out the way.
yeah, but I was about to say they're taking on two tough opponents right off the rip. So
Okay. All right. So then, right after that, New Jack has to come back and host Georgia Elite.
Well, they the champ, so I'm not gonna pick against them until they play shot.
yeah,
But you did that last season, Dwayne. I don't think that worked in your favor.
It did.
Okay.
I won the week when we played.
Billy picking New Jack.
well, we were right on that one during the season. Yeah, I got New Jack as well.
Okay, so we got New Jack with 2-0 starting off the season. Okay. And then
But one thing I say is G not gonna be scared,
Mm-hmm.
and G gonna come to play football, and it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it'll be a close game.
Okay. And then so we'll close out the day over there, calming things down a little bit. Because I believe those first 4 games are going to give us some intense battles and excitement. Not to say the last game won't, but I think, you know, we're starting out hot off the press with those 4 games. And then we're going to bring it down to another battle of a different type. We got the Big Swamp Bucks. We'll be hosting Joe World.
Oh wow. Oh, Miko done chimed in. Miko say New Jack 2-0 easily.
Will they score on you, Miko? Will you give up any scores in the first 2 games of the season?
Yeah, get that bulletin board material started early for these boys.
Give us some score predictions, Miko.
So you said
We got
Swamp
Bucks,
Big Swamp Bucks.
hosting, Joe World.
So this is, I like Swamp Buck's new quarterback too. He's a
Billy
cool
took
dude.
Joe World.
He was in our bowling lane. Son, a real cool brother. And I like his attitude on the podcast. You know what I mean, he's real positive. And he turned that team around. He helped turn that team around tremendously. Is my boy DJ gonna be back? Is he healthy yet? Has he passed his physical?
I don't know.
He passed the physical
I
yet?
don't know.
And I don't know. Joe World have. I'm assuming they've made some pickups. Joe World always seem to be able to add on to their squad fairly easily.
Will is definitely a master recruiter.
New Jack wins 12 zip and 18 zip. Dang, you gonna beat GE 18 zip? Oof. Yeah, Will knows how to bring them. Ain't no question. They recruit well. I think it's gonna be a good game. Who you got, Dwayne? Joe World and Swamp Bucks.
I don't even know who in the world team. It's early in the season.
Come on, Dwayne. Joe World.
Dwayne got Joe World. And Angelo took Swamp Bucks.
I'm taking Swamp Buck.
Okay. All right. So now we're moving over to Carver.
Yeah, y'all beat GE 30 zip last season? Good Lord. That must have been the first couple weeks, though. They played tough the rest of the way.
Yeah.
We beat them pretty bad the first. They played tough the rest of the way.
Okay, so we got a good matchup over here to open up Carver.
All right.
We got some old faces and new places.
Old faces and new places.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got Georgia Smoke
Georgia Smoke.
opening up the season with the Predators. Yes. We got Gates going up against his
Couldn't have
old
made that
team.
matchup, boy. Listen,
Get him while he fresh.
That
Ain't
like
no
the Steelers playing the
injuries.
Jets last season.
You know?
Just open it up.
Let Gates come out there and see what he gonna do against that team.
They disrespected him. They disrespected him. Hey, man, they said the man disrespected him, man. That's what I'm saying.
I've asked the Karate Kid not to come out this weekend. Stay at home. Just bring us players.
Oh, wow.
We don't need no chokeholds
Jared
and
said 30 to zip is
head
crazy.
drops and body slams. None of those things.
Right.
So, Billy, who you got?
Yeah, we already know that one.
It was
Predators versus Smoke. Open the season up. I done split. You want me to go for it this time? I'm going.
This is gonna be interesting.
I'm going Predators.
Predators
actually.
have picked up a lot of pieces that makes them look formidable too.
I'm going Predators. I don't even know that, but I'm going.
Oh yeah. And like I say, right now, this is the first game of the season. Everybody's healthy. I'm expecting a big clash. This is gonna be a battle right here. Probably, as a matter of
You going
fact,
Predators too.
even though it's an 8:00 game, this is the game of the week.
They're gonna make the game of the week,
This
huh?
is the game of the week.
I don't know if Arnold. Ask Billy is Arnold gonna be.
No, what?
What time? With the Predators, they play. What time is this game?
8:00.
It's 8:00 too, Miko.
It's the first game of the season.
I mean, the Predators still gonna have enough people. I'm not saying that. I just need to know if Arnold gonna be there.
Is Arnold gonna be there? Is the question, Billy?
Why wouldn't he be? He's been at majority of the other ones unless
His girl team don't play Sunday.
I don't know.
Oh.
Probably.
Cause that's.
But I doubt if they're playing at 8:00 in the morning.
8:00 in the morning. Billy said, "Yeah, he there." Who you got? You still on Predators? You got Predators too.
This Rico from Red Farm. I'm trying to see if I got this Red Farm.
It's somebody from Rare Form. You trying to figure out what?
Try to say about Red Farm.
What did you say?
Say that one more time.
I said, I just Drake on rare form. I see what y'all got about rare form.
He says,
Got
Oh,
no
he
pick.
he calling in because he heard Dwayne talking smack about rare form. So that's what he wanted to know. What y'all got to say about rare form?
What? Nope.
He coming to set the record
Yeah.
straight.
the only conversation we had about Rare Form was whether or not Rare Form would be able to put up the offensive numbers to support the defense that they've always displayed. That was the only question, brother. It wasn't
We
no
put the
hate.
numbers up. They gonna
So while you on the phone, the panel, I don't vote, but the panel got y'all going. The panel had got y'all going.
what the panel got? What panel got?
They got y'all going 0-2 this first week. Off to a little slow start. What you had to say about that?
What I can say about that is, you start slow, you finish fast.
What is
Okay.
that?
Start well.
I said
Okay.
start slow, finish fast.
Start slow and finish fast. Okay. So do you agree? Do you think that y'all might go 0-2, or do you think?
I came out of somebody hot take. I only disagree. You're going to
Okay.
2-0.
They're going 2-0. Okay. All right.
I
man.
respect that. I respect that.
So what have you guys done without giving up too much of your secrets? What have you done differently over the offseason that's gonna add another touchdown or two to your offensive repertoire to be able to make y'all hang with these other teams that score?
I do want to say we didn't really need that much. We put up with things, but we see some improvement.
Okay.
No, hold on.
That sounds like you got somebody in the back that want to add a little bit more.
Yeah, she ain't got nothing to say right now. Not yet.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you called to speak up for your team, man. I like that.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing Rare Form go 2-0. That'll be dope.
Draco look for seeing y'all too.
He said his name was Draco.
Yeah, Draco.
Okay.
All right. Good deal. Appreciate you calling in,
All right.
brother. Representing Rare Form. I like it. Starting out the season strong, boy. I like that.
Appreciate it. We be looking out.
All right.
All right. So there y'all got it. Y'all all have picked wrong.
We picked
Rare
Rare
Form
said
is
it's
going 2-0.
I like it. I
right.
like it.
So next on the schedule we have Predators hosting the Swamp Bucks. Now, Angelo, you were excited about the Predators in the first game. You felt like they were gonna pull off that magic. Do you think they got enough for a two-piece, or that was a one-hit wonder?
Well, I think for the first time, I'm actually gonna pick the Predators to go 2-0. I don't know if I've done that before. I like Swamp Bucks. I don't know if they're gonna go 2-0. So that's 'cause I picked in the first game. So I think they'll split. So somebody got to go 2-0. So there it is.
Well, we know Billy picking the Predators, so
Huncho said, "Buddy, sound like a truck driver."
Dwayne is Predators and Rare Form.
No, Predators and Swamp Bucks.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Predators. Yeah, man, my
I'm
bad.
about to say, "Dad, go give him 3 games."
I got Swamp Bucks going on too. I don't know. Yeah, on 2 this week. I got Predators.
Who you got, Bill? Oh, never mind. We ain't got to ask that question.
Yeah, we ain't had to go there with that.
All right, Bill, I got you going 2-0, man. Let's do it.
Okay, Predators start the season 2-0. Okay, so since y'all both picked Predators to be 2-0 and New Jack to be 2-0, who's going to be in first place
They're gonna go off
overall
for week 1.
between those two? I mean, overall first place, because that means if they're both 2-0, who's going to have the biggest point differential to secure the number 1 spot
for week 1?
for week 1? Predators face Smoking Swamp Bucks. New Jack faces Rare Form and Georgia Elite.
I'm gonna go with Miko. Miko said he blowing both of them out. So
Okay.
He gave him 30 points. I think. He said 18 and 12. That's 30.
that's a lot of points, though.
Okay. All right. So next we have Joe World hosting Georgia Smoke.
I got smoke.
Smoke. Okay. So Lo, you got Joe World going 0-2. Dwayne, you got him at 1-1. And Billy has them at
He ain't chimed in yet.
what I'm drinking. I ain't drinking.
Who you got, Billy? Smoke versus Joe World. You
Oh,
got Joe
so-
World.
So, Billy's picking like he got inside knowledge. That's Billy done picked Joe World twice.
He did pick Joe World twice.
Billy. Using some privilege over there, buddy. Next. Shockwave. This question is only for you, Billy. Hosting the crew. Because I'm pretty sure we know where Angelo and Dwayne are going on this one.
Yeah. Did the yeah, okay, say that jump fast. Did the crew
Did the crew?
did the crew pick up some numbers?
Oh, they did.
Okay,
They did.
good for them.
They did.
Billy said, "Why? Because I'm white." That's funny. He got Shockwave. He said, because they got trapped. He's so funny. Billy done pulled out his petty card. Billy done pulled his petty card out. Don't be petty, Billy.
So the next
Trap gonna be a dynamo this season, buddy. Try to tell you. Watch what I tell you now.
Oh, that's right. He did took his talents over there to the
Yeah,
way.
Trap gonna be a dynamo this season, buddy.
And wait
Watch.
till y'all match up and
Watch
play
what
one
I tell
another.
you. Oh yeah. I'm sure Trap already got that dog circle.
Oh, wow. They struggling tonight. So next game we got the new look, the crew, versus even a newer look, LOZ.
Yeah. Newer look. Is that the free agent sign of the season, in your opinion, Mr. Commissioner?
I think that has to
That's the
be
free agent sign of
the
the season.
biggest pickup of the season.
That was a shocker when I heard. I was
That's
like, what?
the number one free agent move of the season.
Of the season, huh?
Yes.
Gotta be, man.
Definitely.
Gotta be, man.
Definitely. So, Dwayne, the crew or LOZ? Now, again, the crew has picked up people too. I don't think people have paid attention to who they picked up.
The crew just because I want some.
Okay. Dwayne has picked
You picking the crew?
the crew.
Okay.
Cut along with Shockwave Laws.
Angelo?
I'm going LOZ. Me and Billy both got LOZ. I'm going with this new look LOZ.
That's good.
And I don't know what the crew has, so I guess we'll find out soon what they're looking like.
Okay. Next, we have a three-time champion in 5-star sports.
Okay.
We have 404
Whoa, boy.
coming back to open up hosting Shockwave.
How about that?
How
about that?
Now, what do you got to say about this one, Dwayne?
Orlando said the crew picked up a lot of DOA. Okay.
Dwayne, you still gonna ride with Shockwave on this? Okay. Bill,
Rolling with Rush Town Management.
Billy, what you got for us?
Oh, surprise pick, Billy.
Oh, Billy picked. Okay. I think Billy's just picking that one so he can keep
Looking forward to seeing,
a lead over somebody.
on 404 again, man. You know, been out, so you know, always have good battles, good conversation with Dre, the QB, man, doing his thing. So we always chop it up. You know what I mean? So it'd be cool. Yeah, good game. Welcome back, 404.
Yes, I think the league is always better when they're in it.
Did they get all their guys back? Their key guys, anyway? I know some of them
I
already
mean-
left, so.
You know, the second set, not the first.
Yeah.
I believe all the second group went back.
Okay.
And then next after that, we have LOZ hosting 404.
I got 404. Dwayne 404.
Billy?
Now I heard some of 404 went to GE and some other spots. Not sure where they're gonna look like. Where Trey at?
On the roster?
Before on A roster?
On the roster that he signed up for. Now, of course, you know, when it gets to this point, the rosters are down, so you can't go look at them. 'Cause this is all the hidden players about to sign up now.
Where they got LOZ?
Okay. Billy got LOZ. Low, you took 404.
Interesting, Billy. Interesting.
Dwayne, who did you take?
Billy knows something for real.
Listen, Billy got that insider trading knowledge.
Billy knows something for real. Okay.
I feel like I don't even need to pick.
Dwayne took 404. Okay.
Billy said, I heard that number one transfer took something with them. Interesting.
So next up,
Interesting.
we got the comp division defending champs taking a visit to the Atlanta Zoo. They're going to see the lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Who is it again? Against Zoo?
It's Zoo hosting United.
Now, this could be a good game. But I got United, though. I don't know who Zoo had, but I mean, Sydney picks up a lot of people, so
I think you guys are going to be shocked on opening Sunday. Dwayne?
or should I say that Wolf brought a pack? Oh, boy, Billy. Oh, boy, Billy, you dropping bars now, Billy. Billy dropping bars. Okay, I like that one. That's interesting. I can't wait to see this. This is interesting. I just know one thing. I ain't seen Big John smile that hard in a long time when he was talking about his squad at the bowling alley.
Listen.
Hey, Big John, boy, was smiling from ear to ear. He came over there, no, you heard, right? Yeah, I said, yeah, but I heard. Whoa. Hey, Big John's excited, boy. So that should be interesting. Billy got United. He said Billy talking like Young Thug.
Okay. So United's for the sweep.
Billy, they say you over there snitching, man.
All right. So for the second game of the day for Zoo Atlanta, they will be taking on. Hey, they just beating the dog crap out of them. YB hosting the Zoo.
This is gonna be court. I mean, I'm definitely going YB, but he said Wolf. The Wolf taking a pack with him though. That's interesting. I mean, Trey wasn't the only one that left, huh? Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna take YB though.
And then
Hold on, Billy ain't made his pick yet. Who you got, Billy? YB
I
versus
thought Billy
Zoo.
picked YB. Oh no, I misread that. Okay.
But you can go ahead. It'll pop up when he.
And then we'll close out. That's hard.
He said that's who leading them now. Well, they still got Mont, and Mont gonna have them boys together. So
Okay. So with that being said, YB will close out the week 1 season opener against the defending comp champs, United, who has played them very tight in previous seasons. But now they have a number 1 quarterback. It will not be the quarterback shuffle at United this season. So we have YB hosting United.
they got number 1 quarterback. They brought a quarterback in.
They brought in a quarterback.
Okay. Me too.
Just because they want them so bad, but you got to cross.
So Angelo and Dwayne has taken YB.
Billy got United.
Billy got United. Okay.
I don't know who the quarterback is.
Yeah, I know.
I know you know. we know you know.
Yeah.
Billy probably know too, huh?
They got a lot of talented players. They got 3 kickers. One of the kickers plays.
That's crazy, right? 3 kickers on 1 squad. But that's rare as a mug.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I think we got a good opening week. I think.
United play second.
UIB
YB.
Who they play first?
Zoo. Okay, so let me.
Yeah, I mean they can beat YB. I think it's gonna be hard though, because I think psychologically YB got the advantages because how bad did United won.
So.
Yeah, because United called out YB.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that they getting it's getting closer. I just know that YB has that motivation just as much.
A lot of them teams getting close. That's why this season's gonna be very interesting because a lot of them teams have improved tremendously. I must admit. So it's definitely interesting. It's definitely gonna be a good week. It's a good week, first week for sure. All right, go ahead, Mr. Commissioner.
Well, yeah, just talk about how that first opening week gonna be.
I think it's gonna be a exciting first week football. You got a lot of interesting matchups. The game of the week being Smoke versus Predators. That should be a fun game. You know what I mean? See old Gates going against his squad. Because Gates is to know Gates like we know Gates. Gates done quit Wolfpack 1,000,001 times. But he always end up back with Wolfpack. So to actually see him actually leaving the team, that he should have been the respected senior guy on that squad, but that's not my business. So I stay out of other folks' business. But so it should be very interesting to see that matchup. It should be very, very interesting to see that matchup. I'm looking forward to that. The defending champs, Miko pointed out that Reflex starts back up Sunday as well. So I don't know how many teams that affects. I know the New Jack guys play Reflex. So I don't know who all else participates in Reflex. I don't know how that affects other teams. I know typically it's been the Raiders and New Jack. As far as I know, that's mostly on those squads. So I don't know. I don't know who else gets affected by that. So that should be interesting.
I think it'll just be those two this season. But New Jack got like 86 people, so
Yeah, they deep.
I don't really
They deep.
see them as not having enough players over there. And then Reflex has also started a women's version. So and New Jack has the Jack Hers
Is that right?
So they got Jack Boys and Jack Hers.
Jack Hurst.
Say it too fast, it could be. But
One thing I say about New Jack, man, them guys love the game. You know what I mean? I can't take nothing from that. They really love the game, man. They participate in a lot of different styles. They all over the place, man. So you gotta respect that. They got mad. They came at a good time for flag football. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these things weren't offered back in the day, so they came at a good time where all this stuff is offered. They're taking full advantage of it. So shout out to them boys.
who tore the Achilles?
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
He said those games after 1 p.m. The reflex games. I'm assuming you're talking about Billy. So, Mr. Commissioner,
well,
go ahead.
now with the women though, that could change.
When do they start?
Sunday.
They start Sunday too? We doing those games? Okay, that rock.
Man, please, you trying to get me?
Yeah, I know they start this Sunday, so.
You trying to get
Yeah,
me lit up?
I see Georgia Vibe checked in. They said it popped.
You know how it always look.
Non-contact.
Roll back on that.
Yeah, non-contact, man. That's terrible.
And you go down and grab it.
Yeah, he know. Look at when you see somebody say, oh, "Come on, man," you know it's over with.
Okay,
I
so
feel if
now
anybody got to go through that injury, but I feel for him.
moving over to the exciting games for Sunday. We just
yeah.
talked about the warm-ups,
With a real
but
exciting.
now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of flag football.
All right.
We have our women kicking off on Sunday. And we'll start out with the longest tenured women's flag football women's team currently, Code Red, who has produced several of the ladies that you see out here playing on Sunday. Opening up against one of your former greats and favorite players and his team, Mr. Gracias Porce.
Gracias por ser.
They will be hosting the ladies of Venom and T-Mac.
Hey, T-Mac ain't played at all last season, huh?
No. T-Mac says he's retired from the playing.
Okay.
He's totally focused on coaching now.
And what's his girl's team name?
Venom.
Venom.
I know you guys.
Cold Red versus Venom. I ain't even seen Venom. Did they play in?
They did not play in Brawl.
But have they been playing in Arnold League?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got Venom then.
Billy got Cold Red.
Okay.
Yeah, we just saw that, JT. That's terrible.
I know you don't know as much as about the ladies as the.
But you said Cold Red. So
What?
Yeah, but so in Brawl for It All, Code Red entered the playoffs as the number 3 seed. That was so they did more than just scored, So yeah, they do.
I'm gonna rock with Venom.
Okay.
You know why? That's a dope name. I like that name. Venom. That's dope.
Now, for the next game, let me let him, because I text him, but I need to make sure he know we talking about him.
And I talked to T-Mac every week. He's excited about his team.
He is. So for the next matchup of the day, we have a future Hall of Fame versus a current Hall of Fame. Well, future Hall of Fame in his mind versus an actual current Hall of Fame coach. We got T-Mac hosting Gates. We got Venom hosting the Georgia Vibe.
Oh, wow.
This should be interesting.
Oh, wow. That should be. The coach is going to be the best trash talkers on the field.
Yeah.
The coach is going to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got, Billy? Billy got Vibe.
I got
You got vibe. Well,
Okay. Vibe with a queen sweep. Okay. Next we have Code Red visiting the Atlanta Rage. Atlanta Rage has taken a few seasons off, but they're back, ready to get back into the mix and grind. Yeah, to really established organizations, lengthwise. Atlanta Rage hosting Code Red. They're formerly known
formerly
as
known
Tigers.
as Billy got rage.
Okay.
What's the name still coaching him?
Yes. Okay.
Is that the same as the tackle team?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The tackle team won the championship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are they the same players?
Some of them.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I definitely got raised.
Let's see. Then we have Georgia Vibe, Gates and the Ladies of Georgia Vibe, hosting Loco and the Ladies of Ground Zero.
This their first year, right?
No, this is not their first year.
Where did Ground Zero play for?
Ground Zero has been playing a couple of seasons. They started last year when I helped.
Debo tough boy. Who was it again?
Loco versus Gates,
Yeah,
Ground
I
Zero
got-
versus Georgia Vibe.
I got vibe.
Which is Chris? That's not Chris. That's
Now, Georgia Ground Zero they actually won that other league.
Did they?
Yeah,
They did, didn't they?
so they were the champions.
where?
The other league.
The one they played in before they came over.
You know, that's like Michigan or that team up north. He ain't gonna say the name. He gonna call the team that league up north.
Vibe.
I don't even know nothing about Ground Zero, so I ain't even know.
Billy got vibe.
Okay. Dwayne, you going against the grain? I mean, Angelo, you going against and taking Ground Zero?
I said vibe.
Okay.
No, give me ground zero.
Okay. Now this is a classic battle. We have Atlanta Storm versus Atlanta Rage. This is one of those classic historic battles. As you know, Milton started out coaching with the Storm before he moved over to the Tigers and now become the Rage. And so they give some good games. Both of these coaches are very strategic coaches. So, you're going to get a good game when they hit the scene. Billy, who you got?
Billy got Storm.
Billy got Storm.
My second favorite player.
Yeah, I got Storm too.
You got Storm. Dwayne, who you got? Okay. Next, we got APOC making their season debut against Ground Zero. Billy, you took.
Oh wow, you from Ohio, Billy? That is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Cleveland.
Billy got APOC.
And then to close out the women's week 1 season and all of 5-Star Sports for week 1, we have Kazi and the ladies of Atlanta Storm versus APOC and Chastity
Wow.
and Lindsay.
You get week 1 crunk, ain't you?
Listen, you got to start off, set the tone.
Wow.
Billy taking Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne taking Storm.
Dang.
This is a hard one. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, it used to be.
You're right. Anybody against APOC used to be easy, except for when Bama was in. But well, actually, Tigers used to do some stuff too. I think it's Ashlyn. I believe it's Ashlyn. She started with the Storm, but she's advanced and moved over to APOC now. So, so just definitely two good coaches.
Who was that knocked APOC out in the tournament?
This year?
Yeah. Who was on the field with them? That was AOA?
That
was an overtime game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game, too.
Low? Waiting on you. I know, right? I'm
going to take the split. They both got Storms. I'm going to take the split.
Okay.
I love you, Kazi. Don't cuss me out.
I mean, I don't think either side
It's going to be a good game.
would be. You could go. I can't say you could go wrong picking either team, because I think both teams has the ability to win this game.
I'm not taking a split.
You know?
Split right here.
If I was to give an advantage anywhere, well, there's two advantages. I would say when it comes to veteran, and those little, nuances and slick moves that, can win you the game, I would give that to APOC. But as you know, in close games, who makes the difference? That kicker.
Oh, yeah.
And Storm has a kicker. So, when he came over, you look on that side, Storm can make a difference with it. Because I think, the quarterback, both teams are, Kazi is very talented over there. So,
whoever wins this game, I think these two teams going to see each other again later on.
well, see, no, because these two teams play each other twice this season.
Oh.
So they'll see each other again in the season.
So this is set of tempo. Okay.
These two teams will see one another again.
All right, good deal.
All right, so there we go for the week 1 matchups. All the picks are in.
So before we close out, Jade, I want you to talk about the Hall of Fame battle, because I know it ends tomorrow.
Oh, no, we definitely got. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. I was just bringing this to a close. So, as you know, as we announced last time, that we are establishing the Atlanta Flag Football Hall of Fame. And we've been sending posts, we've been reminding people, consistently reminding people, send in the ballots, please cast your ballots. Sending me a note, a text message, a DM, or whatever with a name for a person I don't even know doesn't help. You need to go and fill out the nomination form and do it the right way. Just because you told me somebody, that is not going to work. That's not going to get them in. I know we all know people that we feel deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And without nomination, some of those people, I couldn't even tell you who they are. Again, we have a committee of 11 people, 11 veterans that's been around. We're asking them to send their nominations in too. But we also want to hear from y'all so that everybody's voice can at least say it was listened to when it comes to the nominations. Of course, you have to put in a little bit of information about a person. You just can't tell me a name. But I think this is something that is going to highlight will make Atlanta Flag a little different from what's going on in other places, because there's not a lot of other leagues that have a Hall of Fame. I don't know of any other than Nationals. But I think, with the talent that Atlanta has, we deserve to recognize those people. And it's not just for the men, it's also for the women. So please submit. We've gotten some of the women, but I'm pretty sure they're way more than what we've gotten. And I don't know all of them, so please please provide us some people to choose from. The ballots do close out tomorrow. Midnight. The ballots are closed tomorrow at midnight. And the date will be November the 15th. We're still, ironing out the location of the ceremony that we're going to have. And it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a really big deal for flag football in Atlanta. So please don't do the candidates that you feel are worthy of disservice by not sending the nomination in. And if you don't have some of the information, please reach out to the candidate, because even if they're not selected, to know that somebody thought that they were worthy enough to be in it is also, that's an acknowledgement all by itself. To for somebody to say, hey, listen, I think you deserve to be in it. I'm going to call and acknowledge you. So reach out to them, because, again, I'll just say this. I can't say this person's going to make it. I can't say this person won't make it. But a few people have said to me, KK, I have no clue who KK is. I wouldn't be able to contact a KK if he did make it. So unless you submit the form with KK's information, KK can't get in, because I can't just say KK. So again, please provide these names. And in parentheses, you can put the nickname, but reach out to that person and get the information needed, because we won't even have a way to reach out and tell them that you made it if you don't. But so please, I'm asking everybody to send us, your nominations. And like I said, we do have people, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty more based on what everybody has been saying to me.
This a 1 year type of deal. No, this is gonna be ongoing, JT. This is gonna be the first.
No, yes, this is the inaugural.
The inaugural.
So this is the first class, and then every year in November, December, we're gonna host the Flag Football Hall of Fame. So as long as I'm here, I'm gonna do it, and then whoever comes after me, I'm gonna have the foundation laid so that they can continue, and it can be a continuous thing in Atlanta, because I definitely think that, the people deserve it, the city deserves it.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And congratulations and kudos to you for doing this for Atlanta. Something well past due. But like you said, it's an opportunity for you guys to put the votes in. Don't complain about why such and such didn't get in and you didn't even nominate them. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. You can't complain about something you didn't participate in. That's just the reality of it. So although some of y'all are gonna complain regardless, but just reality, if you didn't even put a nomination in, how can you complain that such didn't get in? One of those things where everybody wait on somebody else to do stuff. No, you do it. Don't question it. You just do it. But
and you can submit multiple people, so you're not limited to just one person. You can submit multiple nominations.
I talked to a couple of people about it already, and like their first question was, question why it was being done by somebody who ain't been around, and I explained to them he knows he hasn't been around for as long as some of you have, which is why he's putting the ballots out so that y'all can nominate the people that you know about. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? So, we got to get out of this mindset of complaining about stuff all the time. You know what I mean? When we don't even do no homework.
And it hasn't. It was, and not to sound arrogant, but nobody did it before me. It's been available for somebody to do. I just addressed a need that I felt like the city needed. And like I said, I've heard the stories about people. Now, I've not been in your eyes for that long, but again, I've been in flag football in Atlanta since 2008. You might not have known me, but I don't know you either. But I've been around the game. I've been playing in Atlanta since 2008. I've come out and seen some of the games in the past. I've stayed away from most of them, but I've been out there, I've seen, at Wallace Park, at, South Cobb, even though it extends way back before those. But again, I'm just addressing the need that's here. But again, I've reached out to people that have been around long enough to be able to grab some of those people that I may have missed. Because I'm not, contrary to popular belief or what people may think, I'm not the person that's sitting around picking and choosing who's going to be in it. We have 11 people on the committee, and I think between those 11 people, especially with some of the people that's been in the game for quite some time, I think we will be able to look through those nominations and make some great selections.
Tell them what the categories are for the Hall of Fame.
So we have 4 because we added a 4th category. We have a players. You can get in as a player, you can get in as a coach, and you can get in as a contributor. So those are the 3 categories that you can get in as. A contributor can be, someone that they could or could not have played, but you're putting it in for what they've done to bring light to flag football in Atlanta, because this is the Atlanta Flag Football Hall of Fame. Not what they did anywhere else, but what they've done in the city of Atlanta. A coach for the city of Atlanta, a player in the city of Atlanta. So those are the 3 ways you can be inducted. But what we did after talking with some of the other committee members, I presented an idea that I wanted. We're not about to make this a club. 50 people ain't getting in on the first time. In addition to being a Hall of Fame, this isn't a first ballot, first initial class. I think this class should be more prestigious than any other classes that follow, because this is the inaugural class. What I've decided to do to ensure we don't overlook some people, we're going to have a legacy induction. So the legacy induction will be the people that I probably don't even know, or maybe have, those people that have been away from the game for a significant period of time, kind of sort of like a senior committee, but a legacy induction, so that we don't utilize the regular spots that we have. We can still get those people in without overlooking them.
Gotcha.
And so
that's dope.
So those will be the people that we add in, and
That's dope. It is a big deal, man. I hope y'all understand. It's a real big deal for Atlanta. You know what I mean? I think it's a super cool. Again, kudos to you for doing that, man. That's really big. Like I said, it could have been done before. Nobody stepped up to do it, and here you are doing it. So, big shout out.
Yes, Charles, coaches can get in. But like I said, when you go to the actual site, you can go to 5starsportsleague.com. There'll be a tab up there that says Hall of Fame, and you can see it. But I also emailed and text everybody. If you've ever played in 5-star, you've got an email or a text today. So check your junk, man, check your spam. But even if you don't see it, you can go to www.5starsportsleague.com and click on Hall of Fame. Or you can go to my Facebook page, James Reese, and it's pinned to the top, and click on Hall of Fame and nominations. So, like I said, you can nominate yourself. But if you nominate yourself, all I ask is that you nominate somebody else, because you ain't the only one that deserves to be in there. So
that's big. That's big. Z True Podcast said, wonderful idea. Yeah, it's a super dope idea. Super dope. And well deserving for Atlanta. For guys to be recognized, ladies, and everybody else be recognized for their contribution. So it's a big deal.
And so I like I said, I'm excited because in addition to it being, I'm excited to meet some of these people that I be hearing about that I don't know. I think of all the people that I've heard about, the only person that I actually had a chance to meet from the way back crew would have been Alfredo. I've not met any of the other ones that people tend to talk about. As far as, somebody did ask me about, can a team get in, meaning a team name or whatever. That is something that we will be adding teams, but that won't be something that the people will vote on. That'll be something the committee decides as a whole, and it wouldn't be more than one per year if we do it.
Good deal. Good deal. I like it.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
And then also in addition to that, again, Halloween Havoc's coming up November 1st and 2nd. So if you guys plan on playing in that, which I think everybody should for the points purposes and, getting prepared, it'll be after the season. Get your registrations in for that and deposits. But, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No. That's all we got. Just an exciting Sunday of football, flag and men and women.
Week 1 should be lit. Week 1 should be lit. Looking forward to it. See how these matches turn out. I think we ain't gonna eliminate nobody after week 1. I think this season's gonna be pretty good. So as always, man, what's the over under?
You took it right out my eye.
What's the over under?
So
15 teams.
The over under
9 in the playoffs.
I'm gonna still say because it's all one, I'll say 5. But normally I've been accurate. I've actually been on point every single season. I wanted to say 6, but I think to be in the top 6, you'll need 6. I'll say that. I think you'll need 6 to be in the top 6. But I think 5 with a lot of offense will secure it. I don't anticipate a losing record making the playoffs this season.
Yeah. What you got, Dwayne? Over under. Who can make your record for the playoffs? How many games you got to win?
What you?
6.
You got over 6.
Mm-hmm.
I initially would say 6 as well, but I do see where, I do see where 5 may get in.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a tiebreaker scenario.
And I would say 5 with at least a plus 20 point differential.
Yeah. 6, I think 6 gets you in. 6 gets you in. 5, you're gonna be waiting to see the last snap.
Yeah. Now, granted, I think 8 and 9 will probably be 5-win teams.
Okay.
I think 8 and 9 will be 5-win teams. It's possibly 7, 8, and 9 will be 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 will be 5-win teams. That's why I say I believe it'll be a plus 20 point differential.
You still on here, Billy? If so, what's your over under? Yeah, that should be interesting.
Okay. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to see if you guys dare give me the 15 teams. Give me 3 who may not make it this season.
Oh, man. You ain't going to swing like that.
Yeah. Give me 3 who are, before the season starts, are in jeopardy of not making it this season.
Yeah, that's rough, James. You want to dog on?
It's not like you don't know. You know who you want to say. No, be bold. So now don't nobody want to low.
I don't want to put nobody out. I don't want to put nobody out like that, man. I mean,
I can't.
And I don't want to give nobody no bullets.
Give me one team. One team. One team.
Do we play Zoo Atlanta?
So Dwayne has said Zoo. Dwayne has
That's
said.
the question. You ain't answer my question.
Do Shockwave play Zoo? Let me look and see. The Shockwave, do you play Zoo? Shockwave plays Rare Form, United, LOZ, Joe World, Georgia Elite, Smoke, Predators, Swamp Bucks.
Yeah, Z Truth. Ain't he being messy? That's
You
exactly
do,
what that
and
question
the
did.
crew. So you do not play the zoo. But that's what you said. Dwayne said Zoo will not make it. Okay.
You said they listen.
It's okay. Listen,
No, they
that
play automatic height. So until they run a traditional offense, I don't think they're gonna win that many games.
Angelo. And I didn't say again. The question was who's not gonna make it. I said who's in jeopardy of possibly missing it.
I
Just
would,
give me one team.
I would say the two teams that, because I just knowing all 15 off the top of my head, I would have to look at all 15 teams, but I would say
Rare form, Predators.
Zoo. I think
Outsiders,
Zoo.
Swamp Bug.
From what I saw last season, Zoo and the crew would probably have the biggest hurdle of improvement. Put it that way, they had the biggest hurdle of improvement to make it.
Okay.
They would have to improve tremendously.
Okay.
That'd be my best description. They have to improve.
And
based on
again,
what they
and I
did
think
last season.
that's valid the way you explain it. Because again, I didn't say they won't make it. I just said that they're in jeopardy of not making it. And let me also add to that, because we're only now in one division,
Correct.
versus two.
Correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Then they have the biggest. They have to make the biggest improvements for sure.
But with that being said, yes, I was definitely getting some bulletin board material. If I had to pick of who I felt, I think for me, the team that probably has the biggest hurdle to make the playoffs this season would be the Patriots. I think it would be. I think the Patriots probably have the hardest time making the playoffs this
I would
season.
say so.
But okay. So yeah, well, yeah, I think so. Everybody get your rest. The temperature's climbing every day, so Sunday will be the hottest day we've had in the past 7 to 8 days. So we're gonna have nice weather out there to open up the season with. So get ready.
Hey, let's get it. Week 1, season 12, 5-Star Sports kicking off. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to go through these scores next week. See who did what, who started off strong, who's mid, and who got a lot of work to do. That being said, man,
But just remember,
go ahead.
check your voter registration status. Do not get caught out there, because I have to go down there tomorrow. Make sure you check to make sure they did not void or invalidate your registration.
That's facts. And let's get a slew of Hall of Fame ballots in by tomorrow, folks. Get a bunch of them in. You know they are. I know some of you younger teams, you probably don't know a lot of people. Because what's the time frame? How many years was it?
So
We didn't say that.
we put in there 6 years.
That's
6
good.
years. 6 consecutive years.
Okay.
You can't have left and come back and left and come back. 6 consecutive years. Of playing.
You've had to play 6 consecutive years.
Yeah. Because you can still be playing and make it. I think there are a couple of people.
Don't send in no ballots people who's just been playing 2 hot years. That's not Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Hall of
no.
Fame has to mean something. It got to mean something.
And oh wow, okay, I appreciate that. So after my email this morning, the number of responses have literally tripled.
Awesome.
So, and that's what I'm hoping for. But I would like to see this number at least double and a half. But I will say it's tripled, so that's a good thing.
That's good. That's good. Good deal. All right, fellas, ladies, gentlemen. We will see y'all next Thursday. ATL Flag Football Podcast. We're gonna start earlier next week. We're gonna start actually on early meaning at 8:45, no later than 9 o'clock. We're gonna be kicking this thing off. We're not gonna be this late no more. All right. With that being said, man, see y'all next week. Peace.